So what's our plan?
It's simple. We take the elevator down, we grab the pizza, we eat it, and then we're floating on a cloud of lavender before the next phase even hits. You ready?
Okay, yes.
Great. Then let's do this.
So Pizza Movie, it is the latest stoner comedy aimed at Gen Z. And also, it has our boy Dustin from Stranger Things. He's got executive producer credit on it. Quick review, I thought it was pretty fun. I liked it. It's been a while since I've seen a comedy movie that I've enjoyed, in particular an American comedy movie, but I thought this one was pretty funny and inventive. They definitely use the premise as a way to explore some pretty fun ideas, and they're not too worried about being bound by like logic. And yeah, I thought the young cast was like pretty fun, like among our trio. I thought they were all pretty good. It was fun to see that girl, Lulu Wilson. You know, she's been in the horror circus for a while. And it was fun to see her do something that was more comedy based. She's definitely somebody to watch. I don't know the name of the like nerdier friend, but I thought he was pretty good, even though his face looks like he's like 30 and not a early college student. There was a couple times where that was breaking some immersion, but I thought it was a pretty fun movie. Now let's talk about it, the Gen Z problem. But fear not, Gen Z. I'm actually not here to pick on you as someone who is older than y'all. But what I do want to talk about is the fact of how, in particular with a movie like this, a movie aimed at Gen Z, or just movies in general, how Gen Z has proven to be a generation that is tricky to market towards. And they don't necessarily fall in line with the old media consumption habits that we used to have before. So I think the main things contributing to this is, of course, the internet.
Welcome.
Right? When you have grown up on something like the internet, it changes how you look at things. In particular, before entertainment only had certain kind of competitions, you know, if you were into movies and you were competing with like books or music or television. But now with the internet, you have a generation who has grown up watching things that have obliterated their attention span. It has an ability to, in particular with this being a comedy movie, it has an ability to pull comedic elements that no film can really match up to. You have it where like the way movies are typically made, it's hard to catch Gen Z's attention, because when they're trying to capture, you know, attention with the internet and stuff, by the time it takes, you know, like if a movie's going pretty fast, like a year-long production before the movie comes out, by the time those references come out into the theater, it's already dated. So that makes it extremely challenging to market towards them. But I do think there is some good signs of this. Gen Z recently has been saving movie theaters. What a surprise. Turns out they're not killing every industry. This would be a trend that every older generation does, but Gen Z is actually going to the theaters. I think we are seeing a thing where Gen Z is showing the limitations of what it's like to grow up digitally. And I think after certain historical events they were forced through, they are seeing the upsides of being in person. And to going to events where you don't have full control. And that's quite heartening to see. I hope Gen Z embraces this movie. I'd actually be curious to know what Gen Z thinks of this film. I could see various ways they could feel about this. But yeah, let me know what you thought of Pizza Movie. And let me know what you thought was the funniest part of the movie. Put that down in the comments. Until then.